Okay. Let me think what I'm about to do. I can go back to the psychiatrist area, or I can do some snooping. I'll do some snooping. I'll do both. I recall this type of keycard uses map ID by numbers. Now that I know the ID map, maybe I can simulate the input. Ooh. Ooh hoo 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 hoo. Cabinet is full of psychotropic drugs. Let's see which one becomes useful. Ooh. Do I have any of... No, I don't have any ability in order to help me with searching. Gloves. Aesthetic injection. Okay, at least I got this far. Now just to handle the power distributor. Now to cut the power of the ventilation cannon. Oh. I don't know what color was it. Can I? No. Okay, let me go back. Can't just brute force my way. Sleeping pills and rubbing alcohol. Don't need any of that. Placebo. It's purple. It's purple, okay. Judging by the route that the cable, it most likely go to the cleaning room. I vaguely remember seeing a purple cable on the ventilation fan. I guess I tried disconnecting it. Did it work? I'll go to the cleaning room check. Before I do, I better disconnect the power to the door behind me as well. That way I won't have to struggle to get in and out of the drain every time I want to come by here. Oh boy. Red? I'm not seeing anything. It looks like green, yeah. Alright. Whoopee. Let's see what's on the left. That is very scary. There's a hidden ladder here. That's not a drain. It looks like a manhole cover. What's up here? Nope, it won't budge. Probably just a manhole that covers that leads to the sewer of the pipe area of the main building. You have to unscrew the valve from the top. Looks like I can't get up here from now. Don't fall. Don't break. That is not gonna bite me in the butt later. Nope, it won't. Okay, time to be stealthy. like I'm out of the cleaning room, but it's really cramped in here. It would be great if I was a bit smaller. Here I go. Hey, did you hear? What? You know, what those scientists told the boss this morning. Didn't you hear? I don't care. Shit, I thought the game was up there for a second. You should. Don't be such an ostrich. I'm a pelican, not an ostrich. Yeah, I know, it's a metaphor. Whatever, I'll just tell you straight. The scientists are giving up. They haven't been able to make the antidote and they're out of time. Antidote? Mm-hmm. And don't just answer mm-hmm again. Do you know what that means? It means they're either kill the goose that lays the golden egg, or Aslovia is about to undergo some real big changes. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, talking to you is always such a pleasure. Oh boy, yeah. You entered an area behind the door and then crawl through the darkness until you find a vent large enough to get out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A vent. I can finally catch my breath. This looks like a medical room. There's no one in here. I'll go down and take a look around. Maybe I can find some information related to Fenrir. Oof. I could really do with stretching my leg after being cramped up for so long. Okay, which one do I check first? The door. Oh. Outside the door, other than God, there are people in ham-mat suits. They must be the scientists the Osprey was mentioned. Looks like I found their inner sanctum. Test tubes, a microscope, and some electronic gizmo. Looks like specialized lab equipment, definitely not something you expect to find in prison. The instrument is still running. Looks like everyone here is like me, working nights. I hate this type of bed, they remind me of my shoulder injury. The freezer is full of test tubes. Judging by the labels, these are samples taken on different dates. Let me check outside again. Let's see, we got a couple of eating. This is a security guard, I reckon. Okay, what's this? What's this document? A lab report printout. Subject code name Fenrir. Found him. Blood test result good. Platelets slightly low. VOR protein binding activity normal. No toxicity. Agent administered. Group T drugs, health maintenance supplements. 1 anesthetic injection. Samples collected 250 milliliters of blood, 4 milliliters of CSF, small volume of urine. Study stage, isolation of VOR protein conjugates and adaptive hormone synthesis in target. Result, failure, unable to reverse action on target cells. Investigator Maurice. Wait, Fenrir's name is in here, but it says subject code name. Could it be that the person looking for isn't a DoD agent or scientist? Could all the security and secrecy be for an experimental subject? Also, the report mentioned a VOR protein subjugate. I don't know what that means, but I remember hearing the word VOR on Wesley's recording. There has to be a connection. Conversation outside the door. I'm full, Arthur. You can have the rest of the cheese if you want. What's up, Maurice? Oh, that's the Maurice. You've been eating less and less lately. You're not sick, are you? Don't worry, I just had my blood tested this morning. Everything's fine. I just don't have that much of an appetite. Because of the order? I heard that if we don't make more progress, we'll have to switch to Group G drugs. Group G, as far as I'm concerned, that's just murder. The subject won't physically be able to withstand it. Well, I never. The infamous cold-hearted Maurice concerned about one of his subjects. No, don't get me wrong, I just think it's such a shame. Dr. Angus' great discovery being wasted by a bunch of short-sighted bureaucrats trying to save those damn... Ahem, Dr. Maurice, do you have a problem with Vice Chief of Staff Hugin orders? Don't forget, you volunteered for the secret research team. Leo, I'm just venting. Last time I checked, that's not against DOD regulation. Stop, Maurice. We don't want to provoke him. Fine, I'll just get back to work. Let everyone cool off. Heh, don't let me get in your way. You hear a conversation in a break room and manage to crawl back into the vent before the orange gutan comes back. Arthur, retest the blood sample from this morning. See if there's any changes. Okay, I'm on it. Oh, hopefully we make some progress tonight. Looks like we'll be getting out of this vent for a while. There are some specks of lights up ahead. Must be from the vents in the other room. Maybe Fenrir is in one of them. Oh. Crawl forward. Look inside. That Fenrir? A wolf? Could it be him? Achoo! Oh, that was someone just talking about me? But he's wearing exact same clothes as two scientists I just saw. If he's experimental subject, would he be dressed like that? Elmer, I'm done with the bathroom. Do you want to take a shower? Elmer. Not tonight. But you didn't shower last night either, did you? Seriously, we're scientists who study pathogens. Can't you be a little bit more hygienic? What, you think a shower will flush pathogens out of our body? Besides, we wear hazmat suits when we work in the lab. Drop the excuses, you're just lazy. The main reason I want you to take a shower is because I'm sick of the smell of your 2-day-old sweat. Sounds like this Elmer's a scientist, not the wolf I'm looking for. Talking to myself, what should I write in the log for today? It's a seagull, doesn't look like Fenrir is in here either. Nothing special happened today. Well, except for when the subject almost fainted and fell while basking in the sun this afternoon. That gave me a surprise. It's terrible. I think the scientist must have taken too much blood in the last couple of days. Nah, I won't write that. I won't go back and read it again. What are they doing to Fenrir? There's no one in the room, but there is a uniform and tactical belt on the bed. This must be a guard's room. I could steal something from here. Is that Fenrir? Cough. A hospital gown, pointy ears, could it be him? But the fur is the wrong color. According to the mission, Fenrir is a grey wolf. But he's the only one here not dressed like a scientist and a guard. But if he's not Fenrir, it could be one of the subjects being held here. Maybe he'll know where Fenrir is. Explore the other rooms first. I gotta explore the other room first. Is it a bathroom? But there's no one in the shower right now. I've checked every room. I still have no idea where Fenrir is. I guess I'll have to take a chance and ask the guy in the hospital gown. The vent. Come to the vent. Okay, I must be crazy hearing a voice from the vent. But whatever, I've only got a few more days left to live. Better to be crazy and alive than sane and dead. That voice. Is it a girl? Hey, you're not hearing things, I'm just hiding in the ventilation duct. Really? Is there really someone there? Who are you? Why are you here? I can't reveal my identity just yet, but I can tell you my objective. I'm here to find a wolf named Fenrir. What do you want with this Fenrir? To save them? Maybe. You look like you're being held here against your will too. Do you know where he is? You've come to the right person. Not only do I know where Fenrir is, but I have something more useful to tell you. Useful? About Fenrir? Yes, I have to tell you. You just achieved your objective. Achieve my objective. Wait, you don't mean... Yeah, I'm the Fenrir you're looking for. But that doesn't fit the information I've been given. Even if Fenrir's female, your first color is all wrong. You've been expecting me to have gray fur, right? Well, yeah. Okay, since you're skeptical, I'll tell you why I look like this. But I'm warning you, it's a long story. We found Fenrir. One evening, several months ago, an old apartment somewhere in West Shore. We're going to Act 3! Fenrir! What are you doing? Put the TV down. You're acting crazy. Shut up, it's my TV. I bought it with my own damn money. I can do whatever I want with it. You better shut your damn mouth. No, are you drunk again? Did you forget your promise? Oh, you got some nerve. You think I don't know about the shit you've been doing behind my back? This again. I told you it wasn't what you thought. Why won't you believe me? Fenrir, are they at it again? Heh, they're starting early today. Better they start earlier than later. At least I'm able to get some sleep when they're tired of fighting. It's so messed up here. Why don't you go live with your dad in the Liberty City? Heh, I can't stand the way his wife looks at me like I'm a piece of shit that someone walked into the house. Did you fart in her face when you first met or something? Heh, I may as well have. Her face always looks like she's just eaten a mouthful of shit. Anyway, have you thought any more about joining us on tour this fall? Come with us, at least you'll get away from your mom and drunken stepdad for a while. You don't want me to smash it, huh? If only you admit everything you've done. For crying out loud, I told you, you got it all wrong. Ralph just a friend. He just fixed the broken pipe in the bathroom, that's all. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll give it a miss. Firstly, I know I don't play bass well enough to be in your band. I'll only hold you back. Hey, don't worry about that, they'll all love you. You should know that. Also, I've been called for an audition next month. Are you serious? You actually got an audition? Yeah, just a minor character in a TV show. She'll probably get killed off before episode 3. But this opportunity is too good to pass up. If I get the part, it could be the start of my acting career. And more importantly, it'll be an escape from this life. Fix the pipe? Yeah, right now I understand why your ex-husband kicked your ass out. Maybe it's just another one of those many friends who fix your plumbing. How could I have been so stupid? You asshole, how dare you say that? You son of a bitch! But Fenrir, is the audition in New Mulholland? That's almost the other side of the country. Tickets, accommodation, all other things you need to buy for the audition. It's a lot of money. But what you make from your part-time job at the fast food restaurant won't be anywhere near enough. Don't worry, Hayla. I got a solution. Come on, you're not thinking about going to a loan shark, are you? No, I'm not as dumb as you think. Here, take a look at this. Ops Biotech, a subject recruitment for a double-blind trial of a new anti-epileptic drug. You can't be serious, I should have known you're going to be a test subject again? Did you forget about the last time when you almost went deaf after doing some bullshit kidney drug test trial? Now you're gonna be in a double-blind trial. How can you be an actor if you go blind? Come on, Hayla, that's not what double-blind means. And I've asked about this trial. It's in the 3rd round, so there's hardly any risk. All I have to do is go there 2 to 3 times, get some blood taken, have a couple of shots, and I have all the money I need. Just, I prefer it if you told me that you were going to a loan shark. You know what, Hayla? You're like an old nun sometimes. Okay, fine, I know I can't talk you out of it. If I'm so much like a nun, I'll just pray for you while I'm on tour. Thanks, but I can take care of myself. You'll see me on TV real soon. Enough! You make something out of nothing every time you drink, then fly off the handle. How about you start being a man and contribute to this family? Oh, here we go, putting blame on me again, as if as some kind of saint, as if you're some kind of saint. I ain't pissed because of the drink, and not because of that son of a bitch Ralph sneaking to my house while I was away. Not because he sat on my damn armchair, not even because it was the same bathroom at the same time as my wife. That's only one reason I'm so pissed, because that piece of shit watched my TV without permission. Oh, what have you done? You're drunk, you crazy asshole. Ops Biotech, end of the week 3 drug experiment. Dr. Angus, today's my last dose in this trial, isn't it? Yes, Fenrir. Thank you so much for your cooperation so far. So I'll get the full payment, right? Sorry to bring it up with scientists like you, but I need the money quite urgently. I understand, of course you deserve every cent. Doctor, you seem a little nervous today. Nervous? Really? Maybe I've been working hard lately that... Doctor, have you got a moment? Excuse me. The results are the same as last week. They can't be wrong. But that's impossible. Could it be caused by some special genetic coding? Doctor, there isn't anything wrong with my blood test result, is there? No need to worry, Fenrir. We're just having a general scientific discussion. Oh? Okay. So what now? George, we can't let this get out. Even if you must realize how dangerous it is. Hey, excuse me. I hate to interrupt, but I have to train to catch tonight, and I haven't even packed yet. So if you don't need me for anything else, can I get going? As for our payment, do I go to reception and get cash, or will you mail me a check? Of course, cash is better. Cash won't be a problem, but I need to tell you something first. I won't lie to you, we did find something worth investigating in the lab results. So I'd like you to stay here for some time. For some additional experiments. Stay here? How much longer? Like I said, I have to train to catch tonight. The duration, I suppose, will have to be determined by the progress of the research. But don't worry, I'll arrange the best accommodation and food for you and make sure you receive the highest possible payment every month. In cash. Accommodation and food every month? You mean you want me to stay here for a few months? Yes, but if the research goes well, it probably won't be that long. Sorry, but I'm afraid I have to decline. I know I said I need the money, but I only need it for a trip to New Holland. I have an important audition at the end of the month. I can't pass up the opportunity. Besides, the drug has been making me feel pretty bad these last few weeks. I'm always dizzy, and it made my fur darker. I'm worried that if I take any longer, it'll affect my performance in the audition, so I can't carry on with the trial anymore. I beg you to reconsider. I can request chairman and the board to double, even triple what you're being paid. Thank you for the kind offer, but I really have to go. Sorry. Doctor, she's leaving. Excuse me, I need to get by. No, what are you doing? Hey, get your hand up. I'll call the... Put her in observation ward 11 for now. Codename Fenrir. I'll explain the situation to the chairman of the board. What's happening? What's so special about me? Sorry. Tell me, you psycho! Yeah, I'm the Fenrir you're looking for. So the experiments made your fur turn brown? Yeah, ever since they imprisoned me, they've been injecting me with drugs and taking my blood every day. And then I gradually ended up like this, cough. But if you were imprisoned in Hobbs Biotech at first, why did they bring you here? I guess it must be because the labs that had Hobbs Biotech burned down. Also, they want to keep me hidden. I saw it on the news. They said it was caused by an explosion during an experiment. No, that's not true. I was there. It was started because the lab was attacked. Attacked? Yeah, while it was being held there, a gang of masked gunmen burst into the lab. They forced Angus to give them something, but he refused. Then they killed him and started a fire. I hid in the corridor, tried to find opportunity to escape, but because I was so drugged up, I ended up passing out. After that, they kept me heavily guarded for almost a month, and then I was brought here. First, they put me in segregation, then a few days later, they moved me here. So you know this is a prison. I thought they kept you in the dark about everything. Well, I don't think they intended for me to find out, but maybe I built up a tolerance for all the anesthetic they've been giving me. So when they brought me here, I woke up and vaguely overheard some conversation. Yeah, did you hear anything other than about this being a prison? Let me think. There was a crow, a rooster in a wheelchair, and a lioness. I've met the lioness before. She's the chairman of the board that Angus mentioned. The crow seemed to be the most powerful of the three. It sounded like he's the one who's decided to bring me here. He seemed annoyed that the R&D center covered up the attack. Then he said the goal of their research has changed now. I don't know what he meant, but the lioness and the rooster didn't object. After that, the rooster said something about sealing this area off as requested by Hugin, and that it was being converted to a laboratory. Sounds like Clark is more involved than I thought. By the way, Huggins is the crow's name. Then they mentioned something about the Liberal Party and election and Aslovia, but I can't remember the specific. The anesthetic was kicking in, and since then I've been locked up here, being stuck with needles and having my blood taken all day, every day. But I can't for the life of me figure out why the hell they're experimenting on me. I guess that maybe there's something special substance in my blood that they can be used to make some kind of new drug that's worth a lot of money. From what I've learned recently, it's nowhere as simple as that. So they didn't abduct me to make money from pharmaceuticals? Then why? Have you ever heard of any scientist mention the Vor pathogen? Vor, shit. So it's the name of a pathogen? Do you remember anything else? I did hear that word, but not from the scientists, from the masked gunmen. The thing they tried to force Angus to give them, they call it Vor. I had no idea it was a pathogen. Are you saying it's somehow connected to me? I'm afraid so. Do you remember Dr. Angus' lab assistant? I think his name was George? Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, that's the one. I have intel that he tried to sell Vor to one of the gangs in the city. When he was making the deal, he mentioned that Dr. Angus discovered by accident when he was working on an anti-epileptic drug. And the drug trial you were in was a double-blind trial for a new anti-epileptic drug. I don't know how to. So Dr. Angus found it in my body during the trial, and then those gunmen came for it? Damn it, I should have listened to Haley. I never got involved with that trial. I'm so stupid. Fenrir, none of this is your fault. No one could have known things would have turned out like this. You don't need to try and make me feel better. Right now, I don't care whose fault is it. All I want is to get the hell out of here, so please tell me you've come to get me out. My current mission is to just find you and confirm your identity. I'll need to contact my superior for what to do next. Also, to get you out safely, it would be a good idea to get outside support. Yeah, I guess. It would be difficult for you to get me out by yourself. But you need to be quick. I don't know how much longer I can hang on. I don't know if they have orders or what, but I can feel they increasing the dose every day. I don't want to die here like this. Those son of a bitches need to get what they deserve. Why do all those drug dealers, gangsters, and rapists get to live, but not Marla? What did she ever do wrong? What did I ever do wrong? Trust me, I'll do my best to help you. Thank you. So can you tell me who you are before you leave? My name's Bob. I'm a cop. Nah. Well, half truth, half lies. After promising Fenrir you'll get back to her, you crawl back into the cleaning room along the ventilation duct. It's not what I expected, but at least I found Fenrir. But even after hearing the whole story from her, there's something I can't figure out. Like, if the R&D center was for drug research and the gunmen went there to steal Vor, then they could so they could sell it. Why would Hukin from the Department of Defense set up this secret team to keep experimenting on Fenrir? And what did that guard mean when he said antidote? The situation is far from clear. I wonder if Rocky can provide any answers. I'll call him tomorrow night. Even if he can't, I'll need him to arrange support to get Fenrir out of here. Okay. You finally found Fenrir, but she's not what you were expecting. That's right, she, not he. Fenrir reveals identity as a young lady named Fenra who participated in a drug trial conducted by the Hobbs Biotech to earn money for a trip she was planning, but it ended up turning her into a living hell. A special gene in her body led to the accidental synthesis of a new pathogen called Vor, which resulted in her being imprisoned and studied. Now, after an attack on Hobbs Biotech, she's been secretly moved to the Boulderton prison. However, for reasons unknown, the research team assembled by the Department of Defense is stepping up their experiments on her. When you found her, she was already weak, so if you want to get her out of prison, you better hurry! An ordinary looking comb. A comb? It's certainly well disguised. Even I can be sure of this thing I was asking for. Okay, we got the comb. Yep, it's the key card. Although I already cracked the door. Whoops. Sorry, Rocky, I went ahead and cracked the door open with my abilities. Rocky, I found Fenrir. Really? Great work, Special Agent Bob. Mission objective accomplished. That voice, you're not Rocky. This is Sator, Assistant Director of the Federal Investigation Bureau. Your mission is now under my direct command. Sator, why him? Where's Rocky? Special Agent Bob, do you hear me? Please respond. Rocky is my designated contact. You may be Assistant Director, but you can't just intervene in a mission. That's right, so listen. Bob, 16H11M24Y988R. I assume you know what this means. What does that mean? That's my secret identity code. According to Bureau regulation, coding your identity code makes me your new contact. But Rocky should be the only one who knows that code. What has happened to him? You needn't worry about Rocky, he's just sick. That's why he had to temporarily withdraw from the mission. He's recovering in hospital, but your mission is of utmost importance. He had no choice but to tell me about your identity code so that I could take over. So, do you have any other questions? Don't... Oh, whoa. I cannot just like confront him right away. At the moment, I know too little about him. I don't want to like reveal all of my cards directly to him. Gotta like hold back for now. Take his order. No, carry on. Excellent, we move to our focus back to the mission at hand. You mentioned at the beginning at the call that you have located the mission objective. Give me a report of your findings. Unsure of Rocky's safety and need of support from HQ, you tell Sator some of the truth. Excellent work, Bob. The Bureau is lucky to have that outstanding undercover agent. Thanks for the compliment, but I just want to transfer back to my old station and be a regular cop after this mission's done. Really? That's a shame. Being a lowly cop is truly a waste of your talents and skills. But we can talk about the personal transfer later. For now, I have your next and final mission objective. Covertly extract Fenrir from prison within 9 days. If you can't do that, you must neutralize her before the deadline. To be clear, by neutralize you mean you've been at the Bureau long enough to... I'm sure you know what the meaning of that word by now. No, you say exactly what you mean. Or I'm not carrying out that damn order. I just told you Fenrir is really Fenra, she's just an innocent girl. I don't care what political bullshit's going on between the Bureau's top brass and the Department of Defense. All I know is that I was a cop before I became one of your damn agents. My job was to protect the innocent, not to be an assassin or a bunch of bureaucrats and politicians. Are you done, Bob? No, I can keep it up until lockdown if you want to listen. That won't be necessary. Although I think allowing you to let off some steam will help with the mission. That's enough for now. Do you want to know the reason behind this order? Okay, I'll tell you. Believe me, the director and I issued this very order for the very purpose of protecting the innocent, as you put it. Yeah, I'm all ears. Interrogation room garrison Aslovia noon, 1 day 2 months ago. 2 months ago, a special force station in Aslovia captured an Aslovian Liberation Army officer. After a lengthy interrogation, he revealed a shocking secret. Our undercover agent in the special force teams relayed the secret back to HQ. Mark, I hear you're willing to work with us? Damn it, give me a cigarette first. Can we start now? Hang on, I want to make a deal before I say anything. I need $1 million, Animal Federation currency, and a new identity for me, my wife, and my daughter in your country. And a 24-hour protection until I feel safe. You agree? I do. Oh, it's Hugin. Yes, as long as the information provided is worth it. Heh, don't worry, what I'm about to say will make your jaws drop. Okay, let's hear it. About a month ago, we acquired a secret weapon from your country. What exactly do you mean by secret weapon? A canister containing a pathogen mixed with blood. From the reports I've handled, it's not something that's easy to procure. It's called Vor. It was created at a facility in a place called, I think it was Boulderton? Apparently it has the latency and lethality of a mad dog disease. I think they call it a prion? Or something like that. It's extremely difficult to detect and highly infectious. Sorry, I'm not sure about that word. I'm an intelligent officer, not a biologist. In any case, it can kill. So you're saying that Aslovia Liberation Army is in possession of a biological weapon? A biological weapon? Oh, I wouldn't call it that. Like I said, it would mix with blood. After studying it, our expert conclude that it's a product of a second round of infection. While it's still highly pathogen, it can't be reproduced. Basically, the jar of blood is more like poison than a pathogen. What happened to it? Was that mentioned in your reports you handled? Cough, yes. That's not... Even though it's not as potent as the original agent, it makes a highly effective poison. In a secret meeting, the commander decided to use it to destroy our #1 enemy. He called it Operation Red Death. And the #1 enemy of the ALA. Is that the king of Aslovia? Heh, no, not just him. The entire Aslovian royal family. Carrie, have him describe every detail of the operation. Mark, please tell me all the details of the Operation Red Death. The details are simple. At the king's birthday party 2 weeks ago, we bribed the logistics officer to take in red wine with poison in it. Royal banquets have high security measures. Any known poison would be detected, and servants try all the food and drink in advance. But this new type of poison can't be detected and won't affect the servant in short term. So the operation was a success. By success, you mean the entire Aslovian royal family is infected with Vor? Yes, but they should still be feeling fine. Our expert estimate that the incubation period is approximately 3 months. When the time comes, the entire royal family as well as their army and government will collapse. Then we, the Aslovia Liberation Army, will launch a major offensive. The day of Aslovian liberation is nigh. Sir, what if what he said is true? What can we do? Clear my schedule for the rest of the month. Contact the plane. I'm leaving in 10 minutes. Where are you going? Back home to Boulderton. When our undercover agent sent the news of the Operation Red Death back to HQ, the Bureau entire intelligence network was set in motion. We soon procured a burned computer hard drive from the Pops Biotech R&D Center through the Boulderton black market. The Operation Technology Division recovered information about the existence of Fenrir from it, as well as information about the Vor pathogen. But we were too slow. Hugin had already found Fenrir and had moved her out of the R&D center. The Aslovian royal family has been poisoned, and Hugin from the Department of Defense came here to set up a secret lab. So that's what this is all about? Looks like you figure it out. His aim is to develop an antidote. And as the genetic progenitor of the pathogen, Fenrir naturally became the primary research subject. So that's why I heard the guards mention about the word antidote before. But what about the Boros objective? Why do you want to extract Fenrir, and why order me to kill her if I can't get her out? To stop Hugin from saving the Aslovian royal family? Since you know this much, I won't keep anything else from you. Yes, that's mine's and the director's objective. The civil war in Aslovia has intensified, sending countless illegal aliens and weapon and general chaos across the border in our country. For several years now, crime has been on a rise not just in Boulderton and certain cities near the border, but even in the south and the capital. But our foolish conservative government continues to work with the Aslovian royal family just so they can keep raking in the campaign funds. They don't understand just how many immigrants of the Aslovian descent we have in our country who hate the Aslovian royal family and everything it stands for. And there's even intelligence that the most radical of them, the Big Grid Restoration Movement, has begun operating within our borders. Once they direct their hatred of the royal family at the pro-monarchy conservative government, terrorist attack on our country are sure to follow. So we're going to take this opportunity to get rid of the Aslovian royal family. Let the Aslovia Liberation Army win and put an end to this relentless chaos. That's all very righteous and all, but I guess there's another reason. If the Aslovian royal family falls, then the conservative party that supports them will take serious damage. In the next year's presidential election, the Liberal Party candidate supported by you and the director is sure to win, isn't he? Maybe, but I don't care about that. Believe it or not, I never seen myself as a bureaucrat or a politician. I've never been anything but a patriot. Bob, I'm not a cold-blooded killer, but I have to give you a cold-blooded order so that we can protect more people. If you just don't want them to develop an antidote, then I probably don't have to do anything. From what I found out, their research isn't going well. It's unlikely they'll be able to make the antidote on time. They think there's still time, so they want to try to preserve the living prion progenitor. Preserve the living prion progenitor, what does that mean? The Operation Technology Division analyzed the data we got from them and determined that the Vor prion protein is synthesized deep in the brain. It would be much easier to develop an antidote by using brain cells directly than by extracting blood or cerebrospinal fluid. But as you probably know, brain cells are the only cells in the body that cannot be regenerated, which means they could make the antidote research much easier by removing Fenrir's brain, but that would kill her. Yes, but both Hop and Hugin know how valuable a living prion progenitor is. That's why they won't kill the goose that lays the golden egg until absolutely necessary, but I'm not sure how much longer they can wait. This is bullshit. Two of the most powerful organizations under the federal government are secretly competing to kill an innocent girl? Sorry, but sometimes we're forced to weigh the life of one against the lives of many. Special Agent Bob, you have your order. Now carry them out. If you manage to extract her from the prison, contact AQ at your first opportunity. I'll send someone immediately. But if you can't get her out, make sure you carry out the backup order. It's the only way to protect countless innocent people. That's all for now. I've never expected things would turn out like this. I guess I just have to do everything I can to save Fenrir. Algis. Go back to the room where Fenrir has been held and tell her you'll get her out. Alright. Gotcha. I need some... Perry the platypus, can you give me your yogurt? Ah, much better. Go back to the room where Fenrir is being held and tell her you'll get her out. And before I get her out, I'm gonna game a bit. Yes, maybe I can get into his room and take some stuff from there. Yes! I have to admit, it's a great disguise that even had me fooled. Yes! What do you have? Let's see what's in the desk drawer. Do I have any The ability. Rummage. I don't. Okay, it's fine. Oh, a rabbit pinup. Ooh, personal stereo. Good stuff. I did not know that Doctor was into herbivores. This book looks interesting, at least I can read the title. Oh. What the? A reading book? This is not something within my... Psychiatry. Well, how about this? I'll go resolve, Did not expect I'd be reading a book. 150. What kind of skill am I gonna get? Mentally visualizing sweet fruit makes the mouth produce saliva. This is something that anyone can do. However, studies have shown that the mental strength of sufficient magnitude is capable of deceiving other parts of the body. For example, imagining that one has been cut with a knife can result in the skin spontaneously splitting open. I call this phenomenon phantom injury. Is that really possible? It sounds seriously dangerous. What if someone imagines their throat being cut? Therefore, in summary, current research suggests that the brain is capable of exerting far greater effects on the body than it ordinarily does. Of course, this limitation is the brain's way of protecting our fragile bodies. However, it could be that the ultimate destination of the neuroscience could be the realm of the divine. Well, I guess the ultimate destination of any scientist could be theology. When you are about to consume more stamina than you currently have, the deficit will be compensated by your mind at the rate of 3 mind per stamina. This effect will not trigger if you have a weak mind. Not bad. It's not a bad ability, actually. Fenrir, wake up. Fenrir, it's me. Bob, is that you? Yeah, sorry for waking you. No, you don't know how happy I am to hear your voice again. So, were you able to arrange the outside support? And what's the rescue plan? When can I get out of here? Well, tell her the truth. Keep some things up. I'll tell her. Guy, you know what? The truth is better since she has been lied to for a long time. It's time we tell her everything. Things may not be quite how we were expecting. You tell Fenrir about your phone call with Sator, including the last result in the case of rescue fails. No, wait, why did things turn out this way? The Aslovin royal family, some pathogen, the investigation bureau, none of this has anything to do with me. I'm just an aspiring actor who wants to get out of Boulderton. Why is the father Forrest treating me like this? It's not fair. Calm down, there is only one reason I tell you the whole truth without holding anything back. What's the reason? That I have no intention of going through with any damn last resort. But those are your orders. And maybe what he said is true, that I'm a threat to national security as long as I'm alive? No, like you said, the royal family, some pathogen, and the investigation bureau, none of it has anything to do with you. No one has the right to take an innocent life, not even if it's a fate imposed by the father of the forest himself. Bob. So trust me, I'm gonna get you out of here. Okay, I trust you. Okay, it's time to make our escape plan. Step 1, get you out of this room to meet me at a safe location. How exactly am I supposed to do that? The door can't be opened from the inside and there are guards nearby. I'll be seen as soon as I set foot into the corridor. And the duct you're in looks so narrow, even in my emaciated state there's no way I'd fit. Maybe you could try leaving the room through the toilet. The toilet? Come on. Now's not the time for kidding around. No, I'm serious. I mean remove the toilet and go through the hole in the pipe area behind the wall. That's how I got out of my cell. Remove the toilet? Yeah, I can see from here that it's an integrated toilet and sink just like the one in my cell. It may look sturdy, but it's only fixed to a wall with a few bolts. So just loosen the bolts and you can move the whole thing. I see the bolts and they're really tight. What type of head do they have? Slots or cross? Not a slot or cross. It feels like a hexagon. A hexagon? That's not good. Looks like all the bolts have been replaced with a more secure type. You won't be able to undo them with a coin. You'll need a special tool. And once you remove the toilet and got into the pipe area, you'll still have to open the manhole in the sewer. In your current state, you'll probably have a hard time turning the valve in the manhole cover with your bare hands. So it will be best if the tool can help you pry it open. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to go find an expert and order a tool specially for you. But even if you could get a tool like that, how would you give it to me? The mesh on this vent is so fine that not even the coin could fit through. No good, it feels like it's welded into the vent. Just the type of robust security as expect from a room designed to house special inmates. If I want to get the tool to you, I guess we'll have to start somewhere else. Somewhere else? Yeah, seeing how you're such an important subject for the experiments, I doubt you spend all day long in this room, right? Oh, I see you mean. Hide the tool where I'll be in advance so that I can retrieve it. You got it in one. So tell me, where you go on a typical day? Well, I'm not sure go is the right word. Taken is more accurate. At 8 o'clock every morning, the god brings the pill I have to take before the morning experiments and search the room. After that, I'm taken to the lab at the end of the corridor. Once I'm inside, the scientists physically examine me, then take the blood, inject me with the drug and take more blood, then inject me again. The experiment lasts till noon, then I'm taken back to my room for lunch. At 3 p.m., a god and a scientist take me outside to get some exercise and sunlight for an hour. After that, I'm taken back to my room. I stay there till the evening when I'm taken to the shower. After my shower, sometimes they take me to the lab again, but mostly they just make me take some pills. Last of all, at 9 o'clock every night, the guards come to my door to check if I'm asleep. So that's the day of my life in this place, not that you can call it much of a life. Sorry for making you bring up all that bad stuff. No, it's okay, I don't mind going into more detail but help you get me out of here. No need. The key information that you can leave this room 3 times a day. The first to the lab in the morning. The second for exercise after lunch. The third to the bathroom to shower in the evening. Yep, that's right. Looks like I have to find a way to hide the tool in one of those 3 locations. Consider the lavatory. The exercise area might be a little bit too open. The bathroom could be... The bathroom... I could hide something in the bathroom since, like, I am mostly in the bathroom. Yeah, but I'm gonna pick all the wrong answer first. Hold on. The lab you mentioned, I went there through the ventilation duct. I need to find another night when no one's there to sneak in to hide the tool you can get in. That seemed to be the easiest way. Hiding it in the lab might be the easiest way for you, but for me, getting the tool there would be complete opposite. The scientists and guard have their eyes on me constantly from the moment I enter the lab. So no matter where you hide the tool, there's no way for me to get it without being seen. Unless... Looks like you have an idea? I remember not long ago after I transferred here from segregation, there were a lot of power outages. Probably because the circuit can't cope with all the scientific equipment that's being added to the lab. And since the lab has no window, it was pitch black. They had to stop the experiments. But then they probably improved the electrical system. The lab hasn't lost power since then. So what you're saying is if we briefly cut the power to the lab, we'll have a chance to get the tool? Yeah, I'll be lying in the examination chair in the middle during the experiments if you hide the tool nearby. I think I should be able to get it without anyone noticing. I can get to the power distributor here in the sewer, but you go to the lab in the morning. That means I have to come to the sewer in the morning to cut power. Is that possible? I'm not sure yet, but I think I should be able to find a way. I haven't seen the outside door exercise area you mentioned yet, but according to my map, there is only one open space near the building that could be the area between here and the laundry room. That sounds right, I did smell bleach there before. Okay, so if I find a place, where should I hide the tool? Once the scientist has watched me meet my daily exercise, he and the guards don't really keep a close eye on me. After all, the entire area is surrounded by barbed wire. They know there's no way I could escape. But if I had to choose somewhere that would arouse the least suspicion but give me easy access, I think it would have to be the bench near the back door. Bench near the back door. I usually sit there in the sun until the end of the afternoon. It sounds like all I do is hide the tool under the bench, then you'll be able to get it. Yeah, I just need to wait until one of the guards stop paying attention. It shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so to get to the tool, all I need to do is find the bench. That sounds a little bit too easy. Vendra, the bathroom where you shower every night, do you think it would work as a location to get the tool to you? I do get to be alone for a while I shower, but that's about it. The guards give me a change of clothes and then stands at the door until I leave. And the vent in the bathroom has the same mesh as the one in this room. So I doubt there's a way for you to hide the tool there in advance. Wait, so the guards give you a change of clothes before you go into the bathroom for your shower every day? Yeah, because of the experiment, there's always blood, and sometimes even vomit on my clothes. Of course, how could I have missed that? Do you have an idea? A change of clothes, and not just you. All the scientists and guard here would need to have change, would have their clothes washed too. But when I worked in the laundry room, only ever saw inmate uniforms. The warden can't have anyone else in prison finding out about your presence here. So he must have arranged some other location for cleaning and disinfecting your clothes. That makes sense now that I think about it. There was more than just my clothes in the cot. As for the location of the laundry room, I might be able to give you a clue. Really? First, there's a distinctive hospital smell on the fresh clothes and towels. The smell of the disinfectant mixed with formaldehyde, probably to remove the blood and kill germs. Also, I noticed a number of the card. I think it was I004. I don't think that gives me any indication of what that is. I think the I in beginning might stand for infirmary. Sounds like the secret laundry room could be somewhere in the infirmary. Is it underground? After thinking for a moment, I have an idea. I won't be able to hide the tool in the bathroom, but I can try to make sure it finds its way there. Do you mean hide it on the cart they used to bring the change of clothes? Exactly. If I can pull it off, do you think you're able to get to the cart? I will be sitting outside the bathroom door. It will be sitting outside the bathroom door after I shower, but luckily the door won't be locked because the guard stands in the corridor. So as long as I can lure the guard away for just a few seconds, I can slip out of the bathroom and get the tool. Lure the guard away. Do you think you can do that? Hey, don't underestimate me. Don't forget I'm an actor who's gonna make it big in New Mulholland. Okay, in that case, finding the laundry room is the only thing left to do. Thinking about it, I can definitely use the 3 locations to get you the tool. It's just that each location poses a problem that needs to be solved beforehand, but leave those problems to me. Last question. How would you get the tools back here once you have it? Whether you hide it in your clothes or hold it in your hand, the guards are bound to find it when they search you. I was also just thinking about that, but I've come up with an idea. Look at this. Looks like some kind of medical device? Yeah, it's a vital sign monitor they make me wear. It monitors my heart rate and blood pressure. After being taken to the lab every morning, the first thing they do is drag me to a computer to upload the data from the night before. So you use the device as a cover to hide the tool? Yeah, after everything I've been through, I've lost weight compared to when I first arrived. So there's a gap between the device and my arm. About big enough to fit something as long as the palm of my hand. Wow. I see, at least now I know how big the tool can be. I'll head back and start getting things ready. I'll let you know once I've hidden the tool. I'm counting on you, you're my only hope. Don't worry, I promise I'd get you out. I'd never break a promise. I have to figure out how to get to the tool that's about the length of a palm that undo a hex socket bolt. There's a lot of resourceful guys in here, but I doubt there are many capable of making something like that. But I do know 2 guys who might be up to the task. Franklin the Zebra of the Backfoot Gang and Richard the Babirusa, the Black Claw. I guess I have no choice but to go to them. And then there's one more thing I have to get ready. The route to escape the prison after meeting with Fenrir in the sewers. Escape. Escape from the sewage treatment room. The roof. I guess the roof would be the easiest. The water tower on the central roof of the main building is the highest point in prison, even higher than the perimeter wall. But unless me and Fenrir can magically sprout wing, we'll be able to reach the city beyond the wall, even if we can't see it. The cell tower. The prison cell tower I saw from the infirmary consultation room window is not far from here, and it looks much higher than the perimeter wall next to it. When it comes to escape with Fenrir, it might be worth checking it out again. Sewage treatment room. The sewage pipe in the sewage treatment room leads directly to the hollow river on the west side of the prison. All I have to do is open the rusty cover at the mouth pipe and I'll be able to get it into it at night with Fenrir. The smell in there probably won't be too pleasant, but we should be able to prepare to get through it if we're well prepared. Yeah, I can find more escape route. By whichever route I choose, I need to make all the preparation as early as possible, because saving Fenrir will be a race against time. I think doing the tower, the flying thing is much the easiest one. So I'm gonna do that for Fenrir. Because going through the sewers, that's like a little bit too much for her frail body, I reckon. Wait a minute, fly like a bird. That might not be completely impossible. I remember something about hang gliders are made. Where was it again? Ah yes, the Game of Kings 3 in the general building. It's fantasy now to describe the production of the amalgamated dragon in great detail. Everything how to make squeaker tibia bones, they're used to the area wing membrane. There's even an illustration of the assembly process, just like a firearm disassembly reassembly guide. If I could copy the structure but replace the bone and wing membrane from the book with real world material, I might just be able to make a hang glider fly out of here. But to take the weight of me and Fenrir at the same time, it would have to be really sturdy. Sail cloth, a keel, delta frame, and a harness, without even one component of the way to fly. Can I make it now? Dowel. There we go. Ooh. Alright. We got our plan. I'll go to the staff block, exercise, and then prepare my plan to escape Fenrir with the hanging glider. And that's all the time that I have for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.